Big breaking news now coming in. We are learning in the Mathura Krishna Janmabhoomi case, the Supreme Court has stayed Allahabad High Court order on the appointment of the commissioner to conduct survey of the Shahi Eidgah Mosque. The Supreme Court has stalled the survey of Shahi Eidgah Mosque in Mathura. That's the latest update coming in. We are learning the top court has stayed the Allahabad High Court order. The Allahabad High Court had ordered on appointment of an advocate commissioner to conduct the survey of the Shahi Eidgah Mosque. The Supreme Court has banned the appointment of the court commissioner. We are also learning now that the next hearing in the Krishna Janmabhoomi case is expected to take place on 23rd of January. Big breaking news coming in at this point in time. That is what we are learning, that the Supreme Court has now paused the order of the Allahabad High Court and no survey of the Shahi Eidgah Mosque is to take place. Allahabad High Court had earlier ordered on the appointment of advocate commissioner to conduct the survey. Now, no survey is to be carried out at the Mathura Shahi Eidgah Mosque. Remember, the High Court, along the lines of the that conducted at the Gyanvapi Mosque in Varanasi, had given its no to the survey by a court-appointed and monitored advocate commissioner. But we are now learning, that's the big breaking news coming in. The Supreme Court has paused the order of the Allahabad High Court. Arvind Gunasekar, my colleague, is now joining us on the broadcast, getting us more on that. Arvind, big breaking news now coming in. We are learning the Supreme Court has stalled the survey of Shahi Eidgah Mosque in Mathura.
Today, Supreme Court has stayed the operation of the Allahabad High Court order that appointed an advocate commissioner to survey the mosque in connection with the Krishna Janmabhoomi case. The petition was filed by the mosque committee before the Supreme Court, and when the matter was taken up for hearing by a bench headed by Justice Sanjeev Khanna, today Supreme Court observed that the petition that was filed before the Allahabad High Court seeking an appointment or seeking a constitution of a advocate commissioner was very vague. Supreme Court observed that that very application that was filed before the Allahabad High Court was very vague because it does not have any details on what's the need for the advocate commissioner, and because the application was very vague, and Allahabad High Court has passed an order despite there being an objection to the maintainability of the very own suit, and that's why today Supreme Court has stayed the operation of the Allahabad High Court order, and today Supreme Court has issued notice on the petition of the mosque side to the temple committee, and the Supreme Court has asked the temple committee to file a response to the petition that has been filed by the masjid committee, and the Supreme Court has said that at least till the next date of hearing, that's on January 23rd, the advocate commissioner cannot execute the survey based on Allahabad High Court order. So the operation of the Allahabad High Court order has been stayed till the next date of hearing, that's on January 23rd, while the Allahabad High Court can continue with the hearing, but the execution or the survey cannot be executed as per the today's Supreme Court order.
Okay, Arvind, for the benefit of our viewers, also help us understand what led to the court order, what has been the background of the case after the Allahabad High Court had given its nod for the appointment of the advocate commissioner. What happened so far?
So on two grounds, today Supreme Court has stayed the execution of or the operation of the High Court order. One, the application that was filed before the Allahabad High Court, based on which the Allahabad High Court constituted this advocate commissioner. According to Supreme Court, that very application was very vague because the application does not have any details. What's the need for the advocate commissioner? On what basis they are asking for the advocate commissioner, and what's the role or what's the work of the advocate commissioner? Because the application was very vague, and an application was filed, and Allahabad High Court has allowed the application, and that's what today Supreme Court has said, that without giving details or the need for such an advocate commissioner, an application was filed, and Allahabad High Court has allowed the application, thereby setting up an advocate commissioner, and that's why Supreme Court has said that because there is also the maintainability of the suit is also pending, that's why today Supreme Court said that they are staying the operation of this particular Allahabad High Court order till the next date of hearing. So during the next date of the hearing, Supreme Court will hear both the sides' argument, and Supreme Court will give a final order. But now, as an interim order, today Supreme Court has stayed the operation of the Allahabad High Court order, allowing the execution of the survey.
Any reaction that has come in from the Hindu side as to what their next plan of action is going to be, or from the Muslim side after this court order has come in?
For now, both the sides have not responded. The Masjid committee moved the Supreme Court, and the petitioners in the original civil suit had moved the Allahabad High Court, and then they got this order. Now, with the Supreme Court questioning the legal nuances in this particular matter, has stayed the operation of the, as an interim order, has stayed the operation of the Allahabad High Court order. So till January 23rd, the survey cannot take place in the masjid there. So only after the Supreme Court hears the matter on January 23rd, we'll get to know how this matter progresses or proceeds forward.
All right. Thank you so much, Arvind, for bringing us all those details. So remember, this is an interim order, as my colleague Arvind Gunasekar has been giving us the details of the order so far. The final order is expected to come on 23rd of January, when the next hearing in the case is expected to take place. We'll be getting you more details on that.